Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's below in the description, your purchase and pricing email concierge for inquiring about this or any watch you see on Watchbox. Reach out to me directly, email tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Today, we're discussing a watch that launched at SIGH 2005, and it is full of features. This is the Jaeger-LeCoultre Master Grande Reveil. Unlike previous Grande Reveil models, which included an alarm and a perpetual calendar, this one includes the ability to select vibrating or ringing alarm functions. So the watch is large at 43 millimeters in rose gold. It's 16.2 millimeters thick, it's 51.7 millimeters from lug to lug, and it's 22 millimeters in between the lugs. Throw this watch on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference, and I believe this is probably the smallest wrist that could wear this watch. It is quite large, and you can see that the lugs push right out to the edge of my wrist, so we'll zoom out a bit more, give you a better perspective, but I do think that a 16 centimeter circumference wrist or larger should wear this watch. Again, it's not too much for me, but it's right at the limit. Now, taking a quick look at the strap, you can see that JLC doesn't short you the leather. We have a lovely dark brown matte finish, substantially bolstered alligator leather strap with a monotone stitch, a sheer cut edge. It's calfskin on the bottom. You can see it is a brand new JLC factory strap, dark brown. And then it includes a double deployant clasp in matching rose gold. And this is the third generation JLC deployant clasp. It was their first generation double deployant clasp. So that's some insurance to prevent you from dropping your watch while you put it on or take it off. The case is very simple. It's sheer of side, it's all of polish, and has a little bit of a beveling molded into the lug profiles. The lugs are actually quite slender when you view them from head on, but they appear massive in profile. There's a pusher adjuster that you use to adjust the IWC designed Kurt Klaus synchronized perpetual calendar system. So on IWC watches, you adjust this using the crown. JLC found that a lot of people would accidentally set the calendar too far ahead when attempting to wind or set the watch, so they moved the adjustment function to a pusher adjuster on the case flank, so you never accidentally adjust the calendar while setting the time or winding the watch. Now, it is a programmed perpetual calendar, so you just adjust here the date, the day, the month, the moon phase, even the year and the decade advance automatically. It's programmed, so you never need to look up the current moon phase. The watch already knows. Just set the correct date and you're good. Now, you can see that the watch does include, somewhat surprisingly, a bit of luminescence. So you can read it at night, and it has a nice cruciform symmetry to its design. You can see that it also keeps track of the century and the millennium. And yes, there are little slides that come with the watch that can allow you to adjust this. This is done by the watchmaker rather than the movement, but you can actually adjust that display when the watch goes in for service. If, for example, you need a century hence to correct the display. Now, the watch is also a Memovox, which is a long-running tradition at Jaeger-LeCoultre, a alarm watch. And I'll show you how you set this. You move this little index, which is pretty self-explanatory. You know, there is 1 o'clock, and I'm going to trigger the system here so you can hear both the ringing and the vibrating settings of the alarm. That's vibrating. That's ringing. And you really can feel the vibration through your hand when it's in vibration mode. Now, the watch includes rose gold, half-frosted, alpha-style hands, and diamond-cut, polished dart-style applique indices. We have a moon phase, and then I'm going to move the hands away from that moon phase. So you can see we have both the northern and the southern hemisphere, but then we also have a 24-hour indicator, and you want to not use the calendar adjuster when the 24-hour indicator, it's the red index, is indicating these red numbers, because that is the time during which the watch is automatically jumping the time, so you don't want to accidentally try to jump it while it's in the turnover. So you've got an alarm, you've got a perpetual calendar that can deal with irregular length months and leap years. Turn it all over, and you can see that this watch has been through the Master 1000 Hours control, which tests winding efficiency, power reserve, durability, water resistance, and chronometry as a cased-up watch, not a bare movement as with the COS sea. Now, surprisingly, though this is a dress watch, it's 50 meters water resistant rather than 30. And inside we have JLC caliber 909, which is unidirectional automatic winding with ceramic rotor bearings, has a 45-hour power reserve. It beats away at 4 hertz. It has stop seconds, the synchronized perpetual calendar. It pivots on 36 jewels. It is free sprung for durability and adjusted in 6 positions for precision. And of course, it has the alternate vibrate or ring settings for the alarm function. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details. Oh, fun fact, JLC makes its own cases, which is why you can see the maker's mark on the case. They are not just a movement manufacturer.